Google has just made a major and pretty cool update to its AI chatbot, Bard, earlier this month. To make it smarter with logic and mathematics, Bard can now answer complex questions involving calculation formulas and even code, which is incredible. In today's video, I'll be discussing Google's latest updates to the PaLM2 or Pattern and Language Modeling Framework. PaLM 2 is an advanced language modeling framework that has been revolutionizing how we interact and communicate with machines. With its most recent updates, it's looking to further enhance the accuracy and effectiveness of natural language processing. Let's first understand what PaLM 2 is. PaLM 2 is an advanced language learning and modeling framework that enables machines to understand and respond to natural language. Natural language processing, or NLP, has been a topic of interest for years now, and with PaLM 2, Google is taking it to a whole new level. It's capable of understanding complex sentence structures, tonality, semantics, and even context. Google announced the launch of PaLM 2 at its I/O Developer Conference last month as its newest large language model, or LLM. PaLM 2 was introduced to power Google's updated Bard chat tool, which is its competitor to OpenAI's ChatGPT, and also to function as the foundation model for most of the new AI features that Google announced on 23rd May this year. As of last month, it has been available to developers through Google's PaLM API, Firebase, and on Colab. Like OpenAI's policy of being tight-lipped on its development work and updates before launch, Google also didn't provide a lot of technical details about how it trained this next-gen model, including parameter count. But what is known is that PaLM 1 is a 540 billion parameter model, and that PaLM 2 was built on top of Google's latest JAX and TPU v4 infrastructure. Google announced last month that the new model is better at common sense reasoning, mathematics, and logic, and that it has been trained on a large amount of math and science texts, plus mathematical expressions. While it's no secret that large language models focus on language and have struggled with handling math questions without resorting to third-party plugins, Google argued that PaLM 2 can solve math puzzles, reason through problems, and even provide diagrams, all relatively easily. PaLM 2 also features improved support for writing and debugging code, as it was trained on 20 programming languages, as well as on corpus that features over 100 languages, making it, in Google's words, excel at multilingual tasks, including more nuanced phrasing than previous models. Overall, PaLM 2 significantly outperforms the previous versions of PaLM on a wide range of benchmarks, while being smaller and cheaper to run. So, what's new on PaLM 2? While Google has made several significant updates, Google's CEO Sundar Pichai announced this month that it performs well on a variety of tasks, including code generation, reasoning, and multilingual processing, and it is available in 4 different model sizes, including a lightweight version called Gecko that is intended for use on mobile devices. Besides powering Bard, PaLM 2 is also a foundation for many other products, including MedPaLM 2, a LLM fine-tuned for the medical domain, and SecPaLM, a model for cybersecurity. Just a quick recap of what Bard is and why it matters. Bard is an AI-powered chatbot tool that Google designed to simulate human conversations using NLP and machine learning. It is built on PaLM 2, and in addition to enhancing Google search, Bard can be integrated into websites, messaging platforms, or applications to provide realistic natural language responses to users' questions. Bard was initially available only in America and the UK, but has now been expanded to more than 180 countries and languages. Earlier this month, Google released 2 updates to Bard. The first was to make it better at mathematical tasks, coding questions, and string manipulation. The second update would allow users to export tables that Bard generated directly into Google Sheets. As for the update, the new function allows data that Bard produces to be editable and manipulated in Sheets. Relatively speaking, it's a minor update, but one that people who dislike spreadsheets will undoubtedly appreciate, as it will take some of the stress out of the building and maintaining spreadsheets. As for its new and refined ability with Sheets, now when Bard generates tables, they can be exported into Sheets, which allows the user to continue their work in Google Sheets and outside of Bard. Moving on to Bard's improved math and data analysis, Bard now has a technique called implicit code execution that helps it detect computational prompts and run code in the background, according to Google. This allows Bard to respond more accurately to mathematical tasks, coding questions, and string manipulation prompts. Google stated. Why are they so important? Well, simply because both these two improvements make Bard a bit more useful for daily tasks. The funny thing is that now you can even ask Google Bard about the updates. It will tell you all about them, and if you give it a math problem, Bard comes back and gets it completely right. Google's artificial intelligence tool is able to perform the new tasks through a new technique called implicit code execution, which enables Bard to detect computational prompts and run code in the background. As a result, Bard is essentially able to respond more accurately to mathematical tasks and coding questions, as it will have already tested the outcomes that it proposes. Google stated that its new method allows Bard to generate and execute code to boost its reasoning and maths ability. It added that with the latest update, we've combined the capabilities of both LLMs and traditional code to improve accuracy in Bard's responses. Through implicit code execution, Bard identifies prompts that might benefit from logical code, writes it under the hood, executes it, and uses the results to generate a more accurate response. Google went on to add that Bard should now be able to provide information such as the prime factors of numbers in the millions, the growth rate of a user's saving, and what words like lollipop look like backward. Honestly, the last one is a bit weird, but apparently will undoubtedly convince AI naysayers that Bard is the ultimate tool. Now, Bard will no longer rely only on large language models, which are best for predictions as opposed to solving complex problems. Instead, it should now identify when further processing could help and then generate background code to improve correctness. Google feels that this update has boosted computation-based word and math problems accuracy across its internal challenge datasets by 30%. Google also claims that the new method improved Bard's accuracy for coding and math problems by roughly 30% during internal tests, which makes it more effective and reliable. The standard disclaimer explains that Bard won't always get it right. For example, Bard might not generate code to help the prompt response, the code it generates might be wrong, or Bard may not include the executed code in its response. Overall, Google's updates to PaLM 2 are undoubtedly impressive and highlight its commitment to improving NLP, as the new changes to Bard's abilities show. So whether you're a business owner, data analyst, a student, a professor, an engineer, or just someone looking for information, these updates mean a more personalized and efficient experience across the board. I hope you find this video informative and helpful. Don't forget to write down in the comments what you think of the new updates to Bard. Is it as good as Google thinks it is? And has Google done enough, or does it need to do more to keep up in the AI race? Thanks for watching, and stay tuned right here for more updates from the world of AI.